Good morning, students. In today's class, we are going to see the smart grid measurement technologies. So, the smart grid measurement technology will have monitoring, PMU, that is phasor measurement unit, smart meters, and measurement technologies. Here, measurement technology. Under measurement technology, we have wide area monitoring system, phasor measurement unit, smart meters, and smart appliances. We will discuss one by one. First, what is meant by wide area monitoring system? So wide area monitoring system is nothing but it is a measuring technology that will allow the realization of new and advanced function for supporting and developing and controlling the transmission and distribution network by involving the evaluation of stability, stability and of lines and detection of critical network condition. So the wide area monitoring system is one of the measurement technology that will allow the new and advanced functions that will support the development of that will support the developed smart grid and their control of transmission and distribution for with the evaluation of system stability. So this is the main aim of your wide area monitoring system, and also this wide area monitoring system will be designed by the utilities for optimal capacity. So what is the optimal capacity of the transmission grid? Based on that, the WAMS, that is wide area monitoring system, is designed by the utilities. And to prevent the spread of disturbances, this will mainly take care of your disturbances. So by providing the real-time information to this monitoring system, this will provide a real-time information about the stability and operating safety margin. And this WAMS will give a early warning of the system disturbances for preventing and mitigating of system wide blackouts. We'll see in detail. This is the general structure of your wide area monitoring system. It has got PMU, that is phasor measurement unit, and will have angle stability monitoring system, voltage stability monitoring system, and we have the other functions also. So the main aim of your WAMS will be design. Mainly we will be designing this complete setup, because phasor measurement unit is not for a specified specification. You can have to design it. So this particular WAMS is designed based on the optimal capacity of the transmission grid in order to prevent the disturbances at the output. So for this we will be providing the real-time information. The real-time information is provided to PMU. So PMU is nothing but phasor measurement unit, which provides the voltage phase angle between the voltage and current in synchronization, and this will develop the safety operating margin, and also this will give early signs of disturbances, system disturbances that is going to occur. Next, WAMS will utilize the sensor distributed throughout the network. So sensors will be distributed throughout the network in conjunction with your GPS, global positioning system, for precise time stamping of measurement in transmitting system. Therefore, the integrated sensors will interface with the communication network. The phasor measurement technology or the current technology, and this is one of the component of most smart grid designs. So this particular component will always be available in the smart grid designs. This is the general structure of the wide area monitoring system. So the points to be noted is, will have a phasor measurement unit. This is the unit that depends upon the current technology, and in most of the smart grid components will be having this PMU. And the different functions of WAMS is, it will monitor the disturbance, it will prevent the disturbances, and it provides a system stability by providing the real-time information, and it provides a operating safety margin, and also this WAMS will give early signs of disturbances. Next one, phasor measurement unit. Phasor measurement unit is also known as synchro phasors. We can call this phasor measurement unit is also called as a synchro phasors. and it gives a operator snapshot of the power system. It means that it will provide the phase angle between the bus voltage and branch current, phasors between the bus voltage and branch current. In addition with this, the information with respect to location and other network parameter will also be provided by this phasor measurement unit. So because of that, we'll get a real-time data that has been available on the power system network. And also this phasor measurement unit will take a high precision. It provides a high precision from different point of power system, and at the same time it allows the operator to visualize the exact angular difference between voltage and current at different location. So mainly this will provide the current phasors and voltage phasor. Voltage means bus voltage, current means branch current. So this phasors will be available, will be provided by this phasor measurement unit. In addition with that, with respect to location and other network parameter, the information will be provided by phasor measurement unit. And also this is phasor measurements are taken with high precision from different points of the power system, and at the same time exact angular difference will be available when we are taking the real time measurement at different phasor locations, that is a different location. Next one, it will be equipped with the GPS, that is Global Positioning System receiver, which allows the synchronization of the reading taken at different distance point. And this is the diagram, component of phasor diagram, which is having an anti-aliasing filter, 16-bit A to D converter, phasor microprocessor, locked oscillator. That is, it will create a oscillator, means it will create a signal without any input, and it is having a GPS, that is global positioning. A location will be identified, and from in that location what is the phasor voltage and branch current, bus voltage phasor and branch current phasor, that will be given onto the microprocessor. Here the analog input will be given, so this will act as a reference. Anti-aliasing filter, the purpose of anti-aliasing filter means it will allow only certain bandwidth of signal. Apart from the set bandwidth signal, if any other signal is coming through it, it will get filtered out, and the remaining part of the bandwidth will be sent to the 16-bit A to D converter. The purpose of A to D converter here is the microprocessor will agree only the digital input. To convert the given analog input to digital, we are connecting one 16-bit A to D converter, and it is given to the microprocessor. This microprocessor will identify the phasor difference for one particular location. So it will receive one location. For that one particular location, what is the phase angle between the voltage and current will be measured, and according to that readings will be a synchronized reading will be given at a different distance point. And also this microprocessor based instrumentation, like this is mainly used for it can be used as a protection relay and disturbance fault recorders, which incorporate the PMU model with other existing functionality. Also offering wide and adoption of smart grid. Here the phasor measurement unit measures the phase angle between voltage and current, and also high precision will be given over there with respect to the power frequency and the binary data, and also the time snapped or transmitted to the centralized analyzing station. Next is the smart meter. Smart meter have two functions. The first one is meter, we need to record the data, monitor the data. So the two main function is to record and monitor. Here the first one will provide the data on the energy usage to consumers, that is end users, that help them to control the cost and consumption. So when we are monitoring, we will have both control as well as the we can identify what is the amount of energy that we are consuming, and sending the data utility to the legacy utility for identifying the load factor and peak load requirement. Next one is the development of pricing strategy based on consumption information. Pricing strategy based on consumption information, and it could be automated. It means that we'll be having a energy like pricing strategy and so on for the automated data reading. It is a two-way communication between the customer and the utilities. So smart meter equipment utility consumer with knowledge about how much they have to pay per kilowatt. Like it will define the tariff. So depending upon the power consumed, depending upon the power availability, a tariff will be defined. So a smart meter equipped utility meter will acknowledge or will give the knowledge of tariff, how much amount of cost they have to pay, the customer, the end user need to pay for the power consumed. And additional features will also be there. Suppose if the customer end user is utilizing more amount of power, like in terms of leading power, then a penalty will be paid, and the response rates, tax credit, tariff options, and other participation in voluntary reward programs for reduced consumption or excess in consumptions, all these points they will have the chance to give the information about those points. This is smart meter. Next is smart appliances. Smart appliances is nothing but cycle up and down in response to signals sent by the utility. So the appliances, whatever we are having, that will enable the customer to participate in voluntary demand response program. So smart appliances will enable the customer to participate in voluntary demand response program, where they will be awarding the credits for limiting the power use in peak demand period. So for example, air conditioners, space heaters, water heaters, refrigerators, washers, dryers, etc. will be using. So in this, the 20% of your electricity demand during most of the day and throughout the year will be consumed. So grid friendly appliances use a simple computer chip. So there will be a grid friendly equipment that uses a computer chip, and that will sense the disturbance in the grid power frequency. This is the important points that has to be discussed under smart appliances. Next is advanced metering instrument. So advanced metering instrument diagram is shown over here. Here we have a consumer data collection, communication network, data reception and management. Here advanced metering infrastructure host is available, and meter data management. Here we have three types of data. One is your electrical meter data, gas meter data, and the last is going to be the water meter data. And we have the communication line. We have the power line over broadband, and power line communication, and fixed radio frequency. So we have the three important function of this advanced metering infrastructure. The first one is going to be your market application. Second one is going to be customer application, and the third is going to be the distributed operation. So when you are considering the market application, we need to serve, like market application means we have to reduce the labor, transportation and infrastructure costs. That comes under the market application. If you consider the customer application, it has to serve for the increase in the customer with respect to the load reduction, and reducing the bad debts, and improving the cash flow, and enhancing the customer convenience and satisfaction. Next one is going to be the distribution operation. Distribution operation comes under, they are the curtail customer for grid management technique. The next one is going to be the GIS and Google mapping tool. GIS and Google mapping tool, here it is a free downloadable Google Earth software, and it provides the information about the geographical contextual information in an updated user. So there is a friendly platform that facilitates the inquiry based on the study and analysis. The users can also create and share many types of dynamically updating data over the internet. The software what we are going to use is the keyhole markup language, which allows them to overlay the basic data types such as images, points and polygons. So in the next class, we'll be dealing about the multi-agent system and its technology. Thank you, students.